Welcome to CEO Money. I'm Michael Yorba. Thanks for joining with us. All right, I have got Brooke Wentz and Maryam Battaglia on our show today. This is the founder and CEO and co-founder and COO of 7Cs. Ladies, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, before we get started, I wanted to get some background from both of you, how you got into the industry, and then let's talk about what made you decide to launch 7Cs.
Well, Maryam and I have worked together for about 10 years, although both of us have more years experience in what's called music licensing and synchronization use of music. So that's when music is put into film and TV shows, and copyrights are procured to be used in a film or TV or advertisement. The hardest music we found to license is actually international music, and so 7Cs was formed at a time actually where the internet allows for the accessibility of music from all around the world to finally be on a platform for people to access and license quickly.
What makes you unique?
Take this one. I think what sets our product apart is our custom search engine and just the really rich catalog that we represent. It is representative of artists from around the world, musicians, who are actually making music, real music. So it's not like pre-recorded stuff that you find somebody making in their home garage or something like that. It's real music. We represent about 150 countries, 4,000 artists. Just the search functionality affords you the option of looking for music with 500 different variables. Moods, genres, languages, vocal types, that sort of thing. So there's really something in there for everybody. And the music is, it's curated by us and our team. It's not stuff that's just uploaded to the site, which also adds a lot of authenticity to the catalog.
Right.
Yeah, it's also hard to find music just from like Syria or from Afghanistan or from China or Taiwan. And most other companies similar to ours don't have that specificity to the search engine.
Got it. That's a good disruption point. Tell me how fast 7Cs can issue these licenses for TV shows and films.
Generally immediately. In some instances, it's about 24-hour turnaround, but we try to be able to license it pretty fast. As long as you're still going to be reaching out to us. There are people behind the computer. And so, as fast as we can respond, which is usually 24 hours.
Okay. Let's pause there for a minute. We've got some time to talk. Tell me about the mechanical process. An artist comes to you, they've got unique music, you accept them by bringing them into your family, and then they want to move through the processes of turning it into a revenue stream and getting a wider distribution through your network. Walk us through that.
Well, we started the business actually with a lot of companies, independent labels and artists that I was in touch with from my time prior to doing music supervision, which was when I produced about 25 different recordings of international music. And so I knew that a lot of those labels didn't have accessibility to Hollywood. And I thought, wow, why should they, if a filmmaker is doing a film about South Africa, but they're putting Nigerian music, wouldn't it be great if they actually had South African music? So we were able to get these labels and artists to sign up, essentially becoming a contributor, where we prearrange what our take is on that, or essentially we're brokering the deal, so we charge brokering fee. So they get paid. When they get paid is when we get paid. And it's a non-exclusive deal, so they can also continue to do work with people in their country if they have people over there doing the same thing. But we get this music then for free. We catalog it, we upload it, and we also have 2 different salespeople that sell the music and get it into the hands of music supervisors in Los Angeles, New York, Atlanta, wherever they are. And then once the music is chosen, we arrange a price, and then we broker the deal, and we pay the artist, and we get paid. It's as simple as that.
Brilliant. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot more people coming to you as you go forward. I love your idea. Now, I wanted to understand the passion behind the business, the passion behind the 2 of you to take a concept and go with it as you've done.
Well, I mean, when I did the compilations of new music, I was a radio host in New York for a while, and I had to do a show on new music. And so I was constantly looking for new music in different types of genres. But then after I finished grad school, I went to Africa, and I traveled in East and West Africa for a while. And I noticed that actually new music was, a lot of it was in other countries, because there's different rhythms, there's different instruments, there's different tonalities. And so I started exploring that. So I get really enthused about international music and all the different rhythms and things that are going on. And I love introducing that to other people. So for me, it really started with having a love for it and thinking, well, listen, if these guys in Hollywood are going to pay some, I don't want to be, assuming here, but some musician who's not from Nigeria to sound like a Nigerian, why not you pay the Nigerian musician? That money's going to go a lot further, and you're going to get more authentic music. And so in doing that, Maryam, of course, working with me, hearing me talk about this all the time, and she is very passionate about her, national music, I would say. And she's Persian descent and knows all about Persian music, which is something I know nothing about, but she can detect what's good and what's not good. We just kind of put our forces together and really felt that it was something that's needed. It's actually the smallest, if you go to any music library, the smallest area is considered world music, and they call it world music, but the world is much, it's not world, as we all know these days. It's there's South Asian music, or there's Slavic music, or there's Jewish music, and there is music from the Arctic. There's music from all these different places, so it's so much more rich than what people call world music.
I agree.
Right.
Go ahead, please.
It's a tough question, just because as music supervisors, the answer is usually music drove us to this career. Our passion for artists, musicians, the synchronization of music and visual media. But then I think, obviously, Brooke's background in international music, and then just my interest in music as a whole, it just was a very easy fit. And then, of course, we're addressing just, I think, a need of making this genre of music readily available to people like us and our peers, because we would see that people are looking for it, they want it. Productions are so global, they're representative of every nation under the sun, and that's important, again, because we're passionate about music, to see the correct pairing of music and picture. This product hopefully delivers that.
Where are you 2 going to take the company next?
Well, we're growing, and we're getting more and more clients. We actually want to start doing like what's called a blanket deal, where you have companies, especially travel companies, or people who are interested, even hotels that have a very international crowd, essentially do what's called a blanket license with us, so they're able to access our entire catalog and be able to custom create for their own clientele. I think that that's really what's exciting. If you're flying to Singapore and you want to hear music from that area or that region, or you want to hear just pop music from Bangkok when you're flying there, that would be a place where you come to us and we'd be able to curate that for you. So yeah, I think it's these broader realms in which content. We even had once a online workout company that wanted us to provide them with 1,000 Bhangra tracks, mainly because they had interest in Bhangra dancing. So you have different types of people wanting different types of music, and we love providing that to them.
Brilliant, great. We're at the end of our segment today. I want to have you back and see where you go with the show next. But before you hang up, just stick around for a minute after I say goodbye to the audience. I've got a couple of people I want to introduce you to. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
Thanks. You're welcome. Thanks for being a guest on today's show. Now, thanks for watching CEO Money. You like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.